Jimmy Settle is a war veteran who was shot in the head during the war in Afghanistan. He's just your average guy, and since that terrible event, he went back to his hometown of Alaska and started working as a shoe clerk. But he isn't your average shoe clerk. While Jimmy has a job already, he feels that he isn't living up to his full potential. So, Jimmy then proceeds to take on a new challenge, becoming a PJ. A PJ stands for parachute jumper, and it is one of the most serious military ranks there is. It is where soldiers are in an aircraft, and then when they need to get deployed during a battle or an emergency, they jump out from the aircraft to get to where they need to go and save the other civilians. PJs live by motto that others may live. So when Jimmy started, he had to do the unthinkable as a beginner. He had to do exactly what everyone else was doing that had been there for months longer than he had. He was doing various amounts of water, running, lifting, and cardio exercises. He's almost to the point where he wants to quit after only being there for a couple of days. What would you do if you were in his position? Give up or keep going? Throughout Jimmy's training, he meets new people, like Don, who in the story is only a friend and is the only person who would keep up with him during his journey to becoming a PJ, and he's the only person who was willing to risk his life for Jimmy. And then there's the sergeant, who is also trying to give Jimmy advice and is always trying to put him down until he gets his goal of becoming a PJ. Something that his sergeant says a lot is that too many of us are dying terribly slow and painful deaths, letting our dreams wither away without ever taking so much as a step toward achieving them. One day, while Jimmy was almost done with one of his training exercises, he gets a call from a sergeant for him to come to his office, and he tells Jimmy something that will change his life forever. Jimmy went through rigorous training to become a PJ, but did it all pay off? Will he actually become what he has worked so hard to be? And if so, will Jimmy survive as a PJ?